All right, friends. We're going to look at the 6.3 Math Lab. I've recreated as y'all are supposed to do. Well, I guess you can use the diagram that's in the book if you want to not redraw it, but I did here just so it's clear. Anyways, questions 1, 2, and 3. I'm probably going to be referring to the textbook a lot, like as in putting it here for you to see. So yeah. Basically what I'm saying is if you want question number 3, just pay attention because I don't think it's going to be clearly written down here anywhere. All right. Enough chit chat. So, textbook says, try to complete triangle ABC for each length. For each length of BC. So BC, here I should keep this page on top. So you're going to have some different lengths of BC, okay? It says to try 4.5, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 11. I have my ruler here somewhere. So, as I mentioned in the original video, 4.5 centimeters doesn't reach. See, 4.5 is like there. It needs to be 5 centimeters. I drew this pretty well to scale, hey? Because that's what it works out to be mathematically. Well, it's a little bit off. Anyways, 4.5 wouldn't reach 5. 5 should be pretty perfect for a right angle triangle. It's coming straight down. It'll be a right angle triangle there. Now the thing is when it gets to 6, 8, 10, and 11, that's where things get a little interesting. And I'm just going to do kind of the short version for you here. If it's 6 centimeters, notice if I do it like this, 6 centimeters is way down here. So I would either draw it like that. Okay, that's 6 centimeters, or like this, and it can be extended out. Like I think the book said something about point C can be anywhere along this line. So yeah, so that was 6. What else do we have? 8, 10, and 11. Okay, this is, I don't know, I think this is fun. That's why I teach this stuff. So if it's 8 centimeters, it's going to have to be more extreme, right? So it's going to go whoosh. You're going to have a goofy looking triangle, but that's doable. Okay, so you would have that, so that's 8 centimeters. You have this weird skinny triangle. It doesn't change the fact that this is a 30-degree angle. It doesn't change the fact that this is 10 centimeters. You can have 8 this way. You can also have 8 the other way. Now here is where I realize I didn't draw it. Oh, my fit, just about. Anyway, so 8 centimeters, so it can go this way too, right? Try and get that centered on camera. So your 8 centimeter can go this way or this way. Somebody was asking, how can you have 2 scalene triangles? Like that. Okay, that's how you would do it. So even though you have one 10 centimeter side, one 8 centimeter side, and a 30-degree angle, you can have 2 different possibilities. And I'm sure I'm hearing some of you right now go, oh. Oh. See? So 10 centimeters. I thought you had headphones on in your ears. All right. 10 centimeters. If I'm doing a BC that is 10 centimeters long, well, check this out. Because that is 10 centimeters, I cannot do it this way anymore. Okay? It's 10 centimeters. That triangle is not possible. Okay? So in this case, there's only one triangle that's possible. It goes this way. Again, I didn't draw it properly, but 10 centimeters, that's the only way you can have that triangle. That's going to be isosceles, 2 sides are 10. Scalene is when 3 are different. And then lastly, 11 centimeters. 11 centimeters, you can only have one as well because you can go this way. You know, that's your 11 centimeter. If you go this way, 11 centimeters this way, it goes... The only way it would reach that line is if it goes outside of this angle. We no longer have a 30-degree angle here. So that doesn't work. So 11 centimeters is only going to give you 1. I have a feeling that's going to probably answer most questions. 1, A, and B, because that's the same idea. And then you just fill them out. You fill out those ratios. You measure and you fill this out just as it's done for you. The thing is, you just have to figure out where they're going to go. I gave you a massive hint / did that part for you. But again, if that doesn't make sense, let me know. There's question number 2, page 468. What is question number 2 asking? Let's have a look. I'm not going to. Oh, there goes the paper. Whatever. So this is, I said before I wasn't going to do the different questions on the pages. Here we are, number 2, page 468. It says in triangle ABC, AB equals 4 centimeters. Angle A equals 70 degrees. Use the completed chart in part D. Sure. To justify that it's not possible to draw a triangle. So I'm just going to draw it out a little bit anyway, just for funsies. This is not what you're supposed to do, by the way. It's not telling you to draw. It just wants you to look at the chart, but I'm drawing it out to kind of show you why. This doesn't say how far that is. A is 70 degrees. Okay, so it's like there. And then this is only AB. It's 4 centimeters long. So I gotta make sure it's in line. So I'm gonna go that far. Okay. So this is 4 centimeters. This is 70 degrees. And now it says use the completed chart part D to justify that it's not possible to draw a triangle. Part D. Okay, I'm going to pause this because I should probably fill out this chart to know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to pause it and come back to you. Okay, turns out I didn't have to do the chart. The chart says, I'm going to show it to you. The chart says there is no possible triangle when the ratio of BC over AB is less than sine of A. BC over AB less than sine of A, no triangle is possible. And I copied this down on the page, so like just throwing this at you doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But this is written down on the page. So I'm moving the book and I'm going to talk about it. So it says BC over AB, if that is less than sine of A, there's no triangle. BC, we don't know what that is, okay? But we know that AB is 4. If AB equals 4, AB is AB is 4. BC has to be a little bit less, just a little bit, because sine of A is 0.94. So this, because if this is greater than 4, 5 over 4, for example, that's 1.25. 1.25 is not less than 0.94. It needs to be less, which means BC needs to be shorter than 4. Okay? This side needs to be shorter than 4. It can't be. If it is shorter than 4, then it's not, well, I guess it could reach a little bit, but it's not going to. Like we can figure this side out. Sine of 70 equals opposite, which is this side, so we'll call that y. Opposite over 4. Sine of 70 is sine of 70 is 0.94. 0.94 times 4 is 3.76. That shows that reaches. I'm pausing this. Just realized what I did wrong. 3.76, which is what this would need to be, is not less than sine of A. That's the problem, because it's exactly equal to 0.94. That was the issue. Holy moly, sorry about that. Hopefully that didn't confuse too many of you too badly. Again, ask questions, let me know. I'm going to pause this so I can have a look at the next question ahead of time so I don't mess with anybody. I'm going to look at number 3 next.